Mozart Part 3. For his entire adult life, Wolfgang Mozart was very poor. Once a friend came to visit him and found Wolfgang and his young wife gossiping around their apartment. They were not dancing for joy, they were dancing to try and keep warm, because they could not afford fuel. Wolfgang's wife, Constance, was often ill. It also had little children to take care of. Everyone agreed that his music was wonderful, but writing, sitting, and playing music did not bring in much money. The Requiem. One day when Mozart was 36, a tall stranger dressed in grey pounded on his door. Without saying a word, he handed Mozart an envelope. Inside was some money and an order for Mozart to write and Requiem. Nothing is envelope said from whom it was. Oh. It is myself, Mozart said to Constance. I felt it in my heart. She laughed. He was only 36, and it was silly for him to talk of dying. The truth was that the Requiem had been ordered by Count. He wanted to play the music at his wife's funeral, but he wanted to say that he had written it himself. But Mozart didn't know this. Wolfgang began writing. He wrote feverishly, staying up all night, sometimes even forgetting to eat. The work exhausted him, and he began to grow weak. Mozart had been making a little money by teaching music students, but now he was so wrapped up in the Requiem that he accounts of all of his classes. The family couldn't afford much food. They couldn't afford candles and to light their cold house at night. But still Mozart wrote, growing weaker and weaker. Finally, just before finishing the Requiem, Mozart died. It truly had been his own Requiem. The greatest musician who ever lived. Mozart is still considered the greatest musician who ever lived. But when he died, his family was so poor that they could not purchase a gravestone. Eventually, no one could remember where he had been buried. Today, there is a great monument to Mozart in Vienna, and on its an inscription reading the properly site of his grave. Mozart music is still played today. He wrote such famous operas as the Marine of Figaro and the Music Flute and the Piano Piece, including much music, which means a little night music in German. You may not have heard of these pieces of music, but if you heard them being played, you might recognize them. Mozart music is also everywhere. You can hear it in the concert hall, or you can hear it in the cartoons. He wrote many of his most favorite pieces when he was only a little older than you are, and he died while he was still young. Imagine the wealth of music he might have if he had only lived.